guys. I'm here. I'm not ready. I'm getting ready. Slowly but surely. Inch by inch. Step by step. Okay, I think I'm ready now. Now I just have to find us. I should be here, right? I should. I am. There I am, trying to get everything ready. Good morning. Happy New Year. Eve. I just dropped my burnishing stick in my water. Happy New Year's Eve. It's not New Year's yet. Should we do this? Take one. Today is the day where the one where Lindsay letters and doodles. It's me, creator of cuteness, Facebook Live and Instagram. Take one. I found that the other day. I used to use this at the beginning of all the videos when we first started doing it because somebody gave this to me. Maybe I'll start doing that. Good morning, Gail. Good morning, Dieta. Good morning, Susan. Good morning, Valerie. Happy New Year. I have to hurry because I'm getting back in bed at 8 o'clock tonight. No, that's wrong. I'm getting back in bed at 9 o'clock tonight because it's a special night. It's New Year's Eve, so I'm giving myself an extra hour of awake time. Yay! Hi, Deborah. I need some gloves to warm up here this morning. Hi, Arlene. Happy New Year. Woo! I should have had a party popper or something. That'll be tomorrow. Oh, you know what? I totally goofed. I have to watch the Rose Parade in the morning, so tomorrow's class will start later. I just wanted to mention that. Let me make myself a note on something big. Because I don't know what time the Rose Parade's on, but I at least have to watch the beginning. I can always watch the replay. I don't know if we have the replay here. Tomorrow's class. Whoops. On New Year's Day will be later. Maybe like 10 o'clock. I don't know what time the Rose Parade starts. Does anybody know? So I can watch the Rose Parade. I'll find out and let everybody know. I'm so sorry. I know tomorrow's our junk journal class, and I've already told everybody that I'd be here at 8 a.m., but it's kind of a tradition. The Rose Parade and the Thanksgiving Day Parade. So, no, I won't be here early, but I'll find out what time it's on. And then if I can be here at 8 a.m., if I can watch the beginning, I don't think it starts till 10. I can't remember. It's going to be pouring down rain in Southern California for the first time in 20 years. So it's going to be interesting. I don't live there, so it doesn't matter to me. Shari says, yes, the Rose Parade is a must for me too. And Carmen says, have to watch the parade. I don't know if that was sarcasm, Carmen, or if you have to watch the parade as well. Okay, shameless plug time. Creatorofcuteness.com is where I'm shamelessly plugging everything. Dieta says, I'm not doing anything tomorrow but watching movies and eating. Guess what we've done since Christmas? We have eaten, gone to the post office. We have done that. We've gone to the pharmacy because otherwise my husband will die without his medicine. And then we've eaten some more and we've watched TV. And we've laid in bed and we got up for a few minutes to walk the dogs. And then we ate and watched TV. Isn't that what everybody does between Christmas and New Year's unless you have a job? I mean, that's all we've done. I have promised myself that I will get up and start moving soon, but I'm not really ready yet. Okay, so creativecuteness.com is the website where everything that I talk about today can be found. For example, Journal Play Day. Yay, that's an exciting one. We make a simple journal monthly. My journal is here drying because I just did a page. I just did this silvery page. But this is the idea. We make a journal every month and then we play in our journal. I'm not very well ready for today, but we play in our journal every month. So we make a simple journal each month. We get 1 to 3 pieces of new art and or background papers from me each month. And then we have I have a tickle and no water. We have an additional, I feel like the newscasters that can't speak. And when they get a tickle and they have to have somebody come in. Diana, yours is finished? Finished. Okay, we have an additional recorded class creating a page or two. And we had our first one on December 27th. We will have our next one on January 31st. And then the next one on February 28th. So we make the book the month before. But you don't have to not join because you didn't get in by December 27th. You can still sign up for the class and watch the replay because that's the beauty of recording classes and having a replay. You can do it whenever you want. This right here, this is for our recorded class, and I'm not going to say very much about it. But those of you who are in Journal Play Day, just know that I am recording this class today. So it will be given to you as a printable, and then the class will be available after. You're not always going to get a printable, but this month you did. Maybe because I was lazy and laying in bed and couldn't think of anything else. This is the artwork for February. Look how beautiful. You get hearts in circles. You get rainbow stripes in striped patterns with beautiful patterns. And then you get a heart grid thing. So you get rainbow colors of hearts for Valentine's Day for February. Our books are going to be so bright and crazy colorful, right? February is going to be fun. So that is Journal Play Day. You can sign up for it on the website. Where? Let me hear it. creativecuteness.com. I heard you guys. I did. I heard you yelling. And then let's talk about the empty page class, okay? Because this is the next class that's coming up on January 17th. So if you want to be part of this class, now's the time to sign up for, now's the time to sign up for all classes. But this is a 6-month workshop where you sign up for it in 3 sessions and 3 sessions. So you take the first 3 months and then the next 3 months and you have a full year because we are doing classes every other month. You'll get traceable art from me every other month. You'll learn about mark making. You'll learn about tools and mediums, as well as exploring lettering, quotes, stencils, and more. You purchase your own journal or make it or use pieces of paper. I don't care. I can't come over to your house and tell you you should be working in a journal, but it'll make your heart a whole lot happier when you're done if you have them all in something. You will need to have the size paper or journal that I'm talking about, which is 8.5 by 11 or 8 by 8. All the classes are live, but will be recorded. And you sign up for just 3 months at a time. So currently you'll be signing up for January, March, and May. It's every other month. And then the second portion of the class will be July, September, and November. So it's every other month, and that gives you a chance to work on the homework that I will be giving. I don't think I'm going to go through my journals today. I'm going to tell you about what you get. You get a page like this, not every month, but this month you do, with all of the patterns and all of the lettering styles that we will be doing for the month. You get a page like this that you'll trace with the recommendation of this black transfer paper. And then you'll get a page like this that shows you how to take this and go to this. Crazy, wild, insane page, right? So that's the idea. That's the homework portion of the class. In class, we will be doing other things. But that is your take-home part where you get to take it home and work on it on your own for almost 2 months because we meet every other month. Does that make sense? That's the empty page class. Then we have the So Much Cuteness class, which I don't really have anything to show for it yet because my girlfriends and I are meeting for a girlfriend's weekend in about 2 weeks, and I plan on doing my stuff there, but you never know. So for So Much Cuteness, the way it's working, this is where you'll hand stitch and do a bit of machine stitching if you have a machine. And we're going to work on some cute projects. We're going to work on some basic stitches. And we're going to make bits and bobs of fodder. We're going to make a journal pouch, probably make something for a journal cover. We're going to make snippets, ruffles, button bouquets, stitched papers, and so much more. Because I might change my mind. You sign up for this one as well in 3 sessions and 3 sessions. So you're going to get the first 3 right now. Then you'll have to sign up again if you like it for the second 3. So the first 3 are February, April, and June. The second 3 are August, October, and December. All class dates and times are subject to change because last year was a shit show. Pardon my French, but it was. And I hope this year is not. But I have to put that now on all of my classes because if there are hospital stays, if something happens with my mother-in-law, if something, wildfires, floods, earthquakes. We had an earthquake here last night. Can you believe it? It's the 3rd one in 3 days that people felt except for me. Then we have the Card Makers series. We have already had one of them for Christmas. This is Valentine's Day. I plan on doing birthday, an all occasion, and a thank you. Wait, where's my list? Hold tight. Where's the list? Oh, here it is. Here's the list. Oh, no, let me tell you about that in a minute. Hang on. So this is what you'll be getting for Valentine's Day. So you'll get both of these sheets. Normally you only get 1 sheet of cool art to make cards with. But this month, because it's Valentine's Day, you get like little kid Valentine ones as well. But you also get these to make cute cards with. And then you get a couple of videos from me showing how to make some cute cards. And I have done my research, ladies and gentlemen. And I have got a couple of non-Lindsay simple card ideas that are more my friend Loretta and hard card ideas for us to do. Not too many, but I have a couple of a little bit more unique than just a folded piece of paper and Lindsay style it up. But I do like the Lindsay style still. So that's the Card Maker series. Then here in this group here for free, in the Creative Hand Lettering group, starting tomorrow, depending on what time the Rose Parade is on. Where is that class, Carmen? I don't know. I'll have to go look. It's not under Forever Classes or under, is it under Forever Classes because it already happened? Well, look, I'm shaking today. Weird. So this we're starting tomorrow, but I have to see what time the Rose Parade is on. And then you'll need a journal. Not a journal. You'll need a book. That's just an old, funky book. Mine's pretty new because I got it at a thrift store for 50 cents, and it's a new book. But you can buy an older one if you want. Don't buy one with a ton of pages. Mine has almost 200 pages, and that's a lot. You don't need that many. And then we're going to work on a junk journal this month here in our 8 a.m. PST group. That's today. That's like this group today. What we're finishing up today. So that brings us to your gift for 2026. I have created a list because a bunch of you, not one person, but a lot of you asked for me to create a list of all the classes and the dates and times that they are happening. So all you have to do if you are taking a class or not taking a class is add these to your calendar. Or you can take a highlighter like this, if this is the class that you've signed up for, and highlight that one, you know? You can highlight what it is you're taking. You may not take all of these classes, and in my mind I say, why not? But in your mind you might say, because I'm broke and I have no money. But if you are taking them all, they're all here. So Journal Play Day is right here, all of the class times and dates. This is the empty page class with a little bit of room for extra notes here. This is the So Much Fun or So Much Cuteness class right here. And this is the Card Maker series class. The Valentine's Day is coming up in January, but the other dates are to be announced because I don't know when during the year I'm going to do those ones, but I will do them. We had Christmas first, and then we're going for the rest of these. And I could add other classes. You never know. You'll have to write those on the back of your page. But this is available currently as a digital download here in the files section. It will also be as a download on the website. So if you pay for classes and you get them there, you can also download it there. So that's it. Palma says she bought a book at a thrift store and started reading it. She's trying to finish it before we repurpose it. Oh my gosh, you have one day. Start reading. This is what we did yesterday. This is what we're doing today. And apparently I have no paper to do this on. Oh, yes, I do. We're going to do it right like this. We're going to do it right like this. We're going to leave that torn edge because it's organic. And why not? Carol Hodges loves my gloves. Well, guess what? Carol Hodges, you made those for me. But I can't work in them. They're just so big and fluffy. But they do a great job warming up my hands in the morning. Okay. Denise says, is that all? Yeah, that's all. Okay. So this is our last page of our book. Hopefully I can finish this soon so that I can finish this part right here with you guys on camera. Oh, Carmen says, don't forget to find the cards class. Hold on, let me find that for Carmen. That's weird. Hang on, I gotta find something for Carmen. It should be under cards, I think, which is not where I should have put it. Card Maker series. It's under cards. I think I need to put them under classes. But it's under cards, Carmen. Here's the Christmas one. A link for the Christmas one. Okay, we're doing Ralphie today from A Christmas Story. You guys know A Christmas Story, right? Hold on. I have a picture of him, and I have to get it dialed in. There. So remember his aunt so-and-so. If somebody can remember the aunt's name, I would be grateful. But I can't remember his aunt's name. But remember his aunt made them like matching stuff every year, and Ralphie was her favorite. So she made him a bunny suit for this Christmas. That's way too big. I am shaking today. Wonder if my beta blockers aren't working. It's weird. Anyway, she made him this bunny suit. And he came downstairs and was not too pleased after his mom made him put it on. He did not like the fact that he had to wear it at all. So there's so far. Aunt Clara. I gotta write that down. Thank you so much, Penny. Aunt Clara. And here's his big glasses. And I think maybe I could bring this up a bit and put some hair in here. And then the suit is nothing much. It's just a big pink blob of a suit. It has a zipper. We're going to put his arms down at his side. The important part are the, yes, Karen, it was Clara. Where'd my photograph go? Hold on, I gotta find it again. It disappeared. Ralphie in the bunny suit. Images. Ralphie in the bunny suit. Okay. Maybe not so skinny in the legs. And he couldn't move his arms because they were in the pink gloves. And then his legs were further apart. I'm making him look awfully skinny. He's not as skinny. And then the bunny slippers are the cutest part. But his leg now is too wide. So then the bunny slipper is like this and furry. And like this and furry. And it has 2 eyes and a nose. And is the nose a heart shape? No, it's just like a bunny shape. And they're pink. And they have little tiny ears. And they're furry. So he's going to look like that, because I don't think I'm going to give him a face. And his dad says he looks like a deranged Easter bunny. So funny, right? So that's it. There's not a whole lot to Ralphie. But I do like this quote where his mom says, "Oh, isn't that cute?" So I think that's what I'm going to say. Carmen says, I think of Aunt Clara from Bewitched. Yeah, me too. When you say Aunt Clara, sounds like Bewitched. So for this one, we're going to use our gray microns, which I don't use very often. But that's what we're using. Let me come down a bit further. And it needs to be furry, so we're doing little tiny tick marks all the way around. So if you drew Ralphie, start making your tick marks. If you didn't, I get it. We went to see Christmas Story in the theater this year with my mother-in-law. We took her to a $5 movie, and she hated every minute of it, including the food, because we went to a cool place that serves food, and she didn't like her food either. Well, she says that and then she eats it all. So, did I tell you guys that my mother-in-law is staying in with my brother-in-law and sister-in-law for a while more? She is not coming back here because she's adapted to their... Oh, that needs to be black. And those need to be with this. Our big, because they're big horn rim glasses. So we're going to make them like this with a glazed pen. Anyway, she's doing really good at their house. She's kind of decided that's where she lives. And so they're okay with that. And so I'm okay with that. $5 movie, Lisa, was at the Studio Movie Grill in Roseville. But it's just for the vintagey movies, you know? Oh, this shouldn't have been furry. Oh, well, it's okay. For the old-fashioned movies, for the older movies, they had like $5 Christmas movies. I don't know if they have, not every movie, for sure. Not all the movies, but the Christmas ones were $5. Who said that? Carol says, have you seen the stuffed bunny that's called the Grumpy Bunny? No, I want to see that. I'm going to have to look him up. The Grumpy Bunny. Is he like does anybody remember Earl the Dead Cat? We sold so many Earl the Dead Cats at my store. I think his mitts were more almost one-handed. Like his whole hand was in them, but I'm giving him a little bit of fingers. Anyway, we sold Earl the Dead Cat at my store, and he looked like a cat that had been run over with racing stripes down his back. He had no stuffing in him, and he was flat. And when we got it in, my mom said, that's the ugliest thing I've ever seen. And she goes, Lindsay, that's disgusting. Why did you buy that to sell it? I go, watch. I said, watch. It's going to sell like wildfire. And yes, it did. We sold so many of them. And I'm really proud of my friend Heather, who has a yarn shop, because she has found out that if you're not making money on yarn, that you can bring in gifts. And now on days where she isn't able to pay the rent because nobody's doing any yarn projects, she's Carmen just showed it. Oh wait, let me look. Oh my God, I love him. Oh, he's hysterical. He's so funny. His eyes are red. Anyway, thanks, Carmen. Yeah, when we got it in, my mom's like, this is gross, Lindsay. Why would you order something like this for the store? We're such a cute store. And I'm like, I think it's cute. I didn't like cats, and I thought it was funny. We never got one complaint about selling Earl the Dead Cat, but I want to say we sold hundreds of him at like $30 a piece back in the day. Back in the day. Let me see how to make his... Should I do fuzzy slippers as well? I think so. Yeah, we sold so many of those Earl the Dead Cats. We were right at the end of the Pet Rock thing, so I think we sold a couple of Pet Rocks, but not many. But we did lots of those crazy kind of gifty things. Whatever it took to keep the doors open so I could continue to sell paper and stickers and rubber stamps. So that's why we did it. Yep. Denise says, warped people like us make the world go round. Yep. Okay, I think his eyes need to be black. And his nose, or not his, but his slippers. I wonder if they had whiskers. I'm going to give them whiskers. Gray whiskers. I wouldn't pay $42 for that bunny though, Carol. But it's funny. Did anybody locally feel the earthquake near me last night, near us? This is the third one they've had in Susanville, which is over on the other side of the state. But my dogs jumped up on the bed and went a little bonkers when the earthquake happened and woke me up. And that's when my phone started doing that whoop, whoop, to tell me there was an earthquake. And I'm like, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning or whatever time it was. And I was not happy about being woken up about an earthquake that I didn't feel and that really wasn't near me. Okay, there's Ralphie in his bunny suit. Carmen says no, but California recently, 3 weeks, there have been a lot of small earthquakes. Yeah. Oh, guess what we get to do today? We get to cross this off. We are done with our Christmas tree ornaments today. We did it, you guys. Oh, Kathy didn't feel it in Verity. Yeah, I didn't feel it here either, but the shake alarm sure wanted me to feel it. All right, bubblegum pink it is. Kathy says, why does your current video keep repeating? I don't know what to do to get it to stop so I can watch. I don't have an answer. I don't know the answer to that. Does anybody else know the answer to why the video keeps repeating? I don't know. I've never heard of that before, Kathy. All the lovely things that happen because of the internet and Facebook. I'm sorry. I think his bunny slippers are the same color as his suit, but I'm going to try to make them a little darker because it's pretty one-colored here. We definitely have darker insides of the ears. And these ears are darker inside. But I think the bunny slippers are the same because it's all part of the onesie. Carmen says, have you turned off your device and tried turning it back on? The whole device, not just this page. Your whole computer or phone. Try that. I don't know. Whoops. I just painted a cross where there's no paint supposed to be. It's okay. They're bunny slippers. They don't care. Okay, so they're a little bit darker. And the last thing I have to paint on him is his hair. And I guess his face. Kind of like Ralphie. And I'm going to finish this up in time to be able to finish my book, which makes me happy. Because I am really busy today doing nothing. Don't you love those days? I bought us 2 fancy steaks for dinner. And that's about it. That's about the whole day. Very exciting. Denise says she wished she had a reset button on her. Don't we all, Denise? Don't we all? Putting in a face color, which should have probably gone in first, but I don't normally do face colors. So there you have it. We're going to go darker red, like a burgundy red, because our border, or our paper that it's going on, is this reddish kind of color. So we're going to try to get that. Not that it's easy to make, but that's pretty good. Just added some black to some red. That's all. Okay. I think that's good. Getting it a little darker here. Because I'll probably put some dots in it. And I need my glaze pen because I don't know what happened there. Oh, no, 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 no. It's very watery. Hang on. I was putting black in there. All right, fixed it. And then, because this has polka dots, we're going to do polka dots here. And I think I'm going to do green, bright green, or pink. I think I'm going with bright green. And then adding a little fur with a colored pencil, and then we're going to call it a day. And then I can do the finish the book part, the closure of the book. I'm going to go a little darker, and then a little darker, and then a little darker, I think. If this is in fact darker. A little bit, yep. Try another one that's darker. Doesn't seem much darker, but I think it is. And darker. Well, it's not darker, it's just a different color green. I don't have anything darker. Okay, well, I think he's cute. Let's dry him. Whoa, everything just fell. He's so funny looking. He definitely looks like Ralphie to me. We're going with white dots in this weird burgundy kind of color that turned out, uh-oh, what'd I just do there? It wasn't dry yet? Oy vey. Well, hang on. Finish drying that. Since I smeared it, come on, dry. That was a really wet spot there, apparently. It's not drying too fast. Well, I'm just going to have to be careful because it's taking way too long to dry. Does anybody have any fun things that they're doing at home for New Year's? Like, do you start cleaning out stuff? Do you put away your Christmas? Do you start exercising because that's what the world tells you you should do? I don't know. What do you do? Anything? Just curious. I'm going to outline my dots. Denise says, I have always onesie suit. You have a onesie bunny suit? Great for my cold house in winter. Tina is making minestrone soup and Oli Bolin for a gathering tonight. Diana's New Year's resolution is to craft more. I don't do resolutions. I just do things that I would like to do during the year and call it a bucket list. And then if it happens, great. If it doesn't, great. One of my things is to clean my house better. I spend so much time doing this stuff that house cleaning is definitely a back seat. And there are just some shelves that are so dusty that looks like nobody's lived here in decades. That's one of the things I want to do. And Carmen says, no resolution, just live my life. That's a good way to do it. Yeah, I am shaky today. It's weird. I don't know what's going on. Denise says, just trying to clean up after her stroke and stuff. Well, that's a good idea. I'm just happy you're here, Denise. All right. I'm just giving him some fur here. I'm going to make this a little sharper. I made it sharper, but it seems to not be sharper. I don't know if I like this or not. Kind of liked it just the pink, but it's too late. I've started, I have to finish. Carmen says, I think I've been under a rock. I don't think I know you had a stroke. Oh yeah, she did. She had a mini stroke. But she's okay. She's home. She's doing good. I'll just speak for Denise. I'll be your PR person. Denise is doing well. She's at home. She's been well taken care of, and now she needs to figure out how to get back to life. It does look furrier with this. Do you remember flocking back in the rubber stamping days? We sold little jars of flocking so you could make flowers that were furry, or bunny suits that were furry, or snowmen that were furry. We sold it in lots of different colors. Oh my God, people went nuts for it. Flocking. I don't have any. I don't think I ever bought any from my store. But it was very popular with the stamping crowd. Debbie says, I still have tons of flocking. Well, I should buy some off of you so I could have some for things like this. Maybe not. Maybe I really don't need it, but yeah. There was a lot of flocking going on back in the day. Color the nose in. I forgot to color the nose in. Okay, well, I'm pretty much happy with that. And I just want a little card to go here. About like that. Okay, let's glue him down. Diana likes the fuzzies. Had this dream the other night, a realization, which I'm sure isn't a real thing. I had a dream where I realized you could put this onto the Fabrifix bottle. I haven't tried it yet, but it would be really cool if it were true. And then you didn't need this bottle, that it would go directly onto your Fabrifix bottle. Do you think that's true? I don't know, but there's Ralphie in all his furriness. We need a little red, a little darker red. So it matches the background a little better. Not too much better. Having a hard time getting that burgundy color, apparently. That's all right. Oh, yay. Congratulations, Linda. Linda got a late Christmas gift. She got an offer on a listing on Christmas Eve. Bad news, got an offer on Christmas Eve. What? Isn't that good news? Oh, Dieta, if you're going to do chair exercises, I have a girl for you that's here on Facebook. I know I wasn't going to do resolutions, but I'll tell you anyway. I'm going to follow this girl's 21-day challenge here on Facebook. So, if you want me to share her information with you, Dieta, just message me. I can't remember her name. It's like Allie Mays or something. You can subscribe to her Facebook channel for $2.99 a month, but I don't really need to because I've saved most all of her 21-day challenge videos that go back to December 21st, and they're easy peasy, and it looks like something I would actually do and continue. And the other one of her video that I thought was really cool is she does these sink exercises. So while you're standing in the kitchen, if you are standing in the kitchen, Dieta, I know you have a hard time standing, so maybe that doesn't work for you. But for me, when I'm standing at the sink, you do squats and stuff that she has for sink exercises. And I love that idea that it's just regular stuff. You don't have to go buy anything, or it's just a chair and a sink edge. I'll share it on my page. On my personal page, you mean? Or just message me. Or whatever. I don't want to share it here. People think, what has Lindsay done? She's gone off the deep end for... But I fell not long ago, like a couple weeks ago, down the steps to the garage. And it hurt like a mofo, I'll say, in a nice way. It hurt a lot. And I had a hard time getting back up. And I don't want that to happen ever again. So that's what I'm working on. Oh, I should have glued this down first. Oh, well. Did I already tell you guys my husband's sick? And he's worried that it's turning into bronchitis again, which means an ablation again. And we're trying not to think about it. But he's sick again. Happens every Christmas for him. Ralphie's mom's quote, "Isn't that cute?" So I have him in bed, but he wanted to go rake up leaves today. And I said, no, you're staying in bed. Linda says, yes, good news, but the agent is a Grinch. The sellers love to celebrate and have a huge family. Lots of begging to the agent to be patient. I don't know what that means, but I'm glad you got an offer on a house. Tell him to think positively. Tina, have you ever met my husband? He doesn't know what the word positivity means. He's Mr. Negative. Always. Okay. We're going to color this heart bright pink. Oh, I like it with the colored pencil. And then we're going to glue this down. That's a lot of glue. I just remember Ralphie's mom saying, oh, isn't that cute? Oh, we did the yearly plan, Carmen. He's been doing everything he should. The problem is a daughter came over for Christmas who wasn't sick. And then she was sick. Okay, so there's our page for today. There's Ralphie. Hold on. And then I'm going to go. I need dots in here. I think. He's up walking around. Why is he up walking around? Get in bed. Oops. Was it not dry? Carmen, we watched a movie you might like last night. I did not like any part of it. It was called Sinners. Well, I did like the music. Sinners on Netflix. I won't tell you why you might like it, but maybe you've already seen it. But it's more of a Carmen movie than a Lindsay movie. Okay, now I'm happy. All right, now I can finish the exterior of this crazy thing. I gotta get some paper. Hold on. I think we'll try these. I think if I can just cover this, it should work. I think. I may have to score it again. Not sure. But it sure has taken me through the month nicely. Flip it. And burnish. Where's the tool? Got a lot of glue there that's seeping out of the edges. Yeah, they say that the flu is really bad this year. We've got our flu shots. And he's done everything his doctor has told him to do, aside from not seeing our daughter on Christmas. But we didn't know she was sick. She didn't know she was sick. Okay, let's see what happens here. That's my front. Wait, everything needs to be folded right. All right, I want to cover this now. I'm going to use this cool green. And then I may have to... Yeah, I'm so glad I got my flu shot also. One thing I have not got, though, yet is shingles shot. And that's on my bucket list for this month. I want a shingles shot really bad. Because I do not want shingles ever in my world of my life. If you've ever known anybody with shingles, my mother-in-law had it and our uncle had it. Awful. And I don't know why I've put it off so long. But I have. Carol says, I hope all of you have a safe and wonderful New Year's. We are off to see my son. Yay, have a good time. Don't drive at night. Only during the day on New Year's. Please, stay safe. I'm thinking about driving down and picking my daughter up from work tonight because she works in Sacramento, and it makes me so nervous, her driving home. Even though she drives home, I think she drives home at 4 o'clock. So she should be okay. All right, so I do need to put this on the scoreboard and score it right about there. right about there. We're going to score it. Maybe go this way. That's a better way. So it's being scored right here, which is going to be at 1 inch. It's very thick. And I'm going to flip it if I can. Go this direction. Hold up. I'll turn the whole thing around and score it again at 1 inch without it slipping and sliding. I need an extra hand. Okay. Let's see how that turned out. Just gonna keep scoring on the table. Oops. Well, it kind of, it's okay. Not totally straight. There we go. That worked out nicely. Now I just need something to close it with, and I kind of want a button and a string. Let's think it through for a sec. So if I put a button here or a button here, what's the inside of that? No, it's got to be a button here, and then I can wrap. Okay, that'll work. Hang on. Shall I do red or shall I do green? Oh, or shall I do this one? Oh, that's a super cool button. Or this one? No. No. Flat one? No, I like this one. Doesn't really match exactly. Nope. I think that's the one. And I have to pull this piece out and then stitch it on. That's gonna work. Don't hurt yourself, Lindsay. Where did that go? That's okay. So I'm going to try gluing it and then stitching. So maybe it'll hold itself in place. About halfway, right? All right, let me get a needle and a thread. Hang on. Be right back. All right. Oh, Gietta says, fun news. I got an 18-inch Westcott guillotine cutter and a counter-type ice cream machine. Let me know how that ice cream machine works. I'm sure the guillotine cutter is going to be fabulous. That's very cool. Congratulations. All right, so I need a hole here. And I need a hole here. Stop wiggling. Okay, we're going to go down through this hole first. Where's the hole? Oh, there. And then we're going to come up through this hole and up through the button. I don't need that much slack. We're going to go back down, hopefully back down. I'm not catching the hole. There it is. Whoops. What just happened here? Something is sticking out. There we go. And then back up through this hole. Okay. Oh, an ice maker. Thought you said ice cream. All right. Now we have some cute threads hanging out there. Oh, no. Oh, no. That figures. I'm going to need a little something, something there. Let's do that. That looks cute, right? Then I need some ribbon, but I definitely want to crinkle it. So I'm probably going to paint it later and crinkle it. That looks pretty cool. Like that. And it covers that ugly. Good. Happy. Joyful. Yay. Okay, ribbon. Let's go cut some. Be right back. Actually, this should work and then I could just be done. So we're going to tie this around here. Around our button. That's why you got to stitch it on. Pull it a little bit tighter. Okay, good. And then all I have to do is wrap it like this. And I can hook it around this button, right? Am I right or am I not right? I think that works. Done. Right? Done. All right, let's do a little walkthrough and then I'm out of here. Very happy with this completed book. Just cleaning up my desk here a tiny bit. That goes back, that goes back. This has to go in here somewhere. Okay, so we have, let's come up. We have the button and string closure with this large ribbon here. And then we open and we have, our first one is Elf. Well, it says Elf there. I guess that was the first one, right? The first was Elf. The second is Christmas with the Cranks. The third was Love, Lights, and Hanukkah. Then we have Rudolph. She thinks I'm cute. I'm cute. I'm cute. We have Santa Claus is coming to town. We have Silver Bells. And it can just fold into itself. Then we have Christmas Vacation with Clark's car. We have Albert the Mouse from, oh my gosh, what was this movie called? I can't remember now. I could look on our page. And then we have this one, which is, I also don't remember the movie. I should have wrote the movies down on the card. I will do that, because I don't remember either one of those movies. Then we have Last Christmas, but this isn't Last Christmas. This isn't either. This is Frosty the Snowman. Where's Last Christmas? Oh, this was Last Christmas. I'm sorry. From the movie Last Christmas, Frosty the Snowman, and then Home Alone. Jeepers. How quickly we forget. And then I have All I Want for Christmas, Mariah Carey. I have White Christmas. I have Hanukkah, Believing in Miracles, and the Window Opens. That was Hanukkah, the 8 Gifts of Christmas. Get in there. Then we have Gingerbread the Movie. The Gingerbread House Where Dreams Are Glazed and Joy is Baked. And then we have this one from Hallmark. I can't remember. 12 Dates of Christmas. Heidi, were these your prompts? I can't remember. Am I right? Were these your prompts? I'm glad you like them. And then we have this one, which is Christmas Cookies. Just a girl eating her way through Christmas, one cookie at a time. That's pretty much how I got through Christmas. And then I did this from the movie. I'm not even going to read it because I don't really like that side. Then we fold this out and we have Let It Snow with our snow people. And then we have Cindy Lou Who here. Heidi, thank you so much for these prompts. They were super fun. And then we have Haul Out the Holly. And we have Ralphie from today. He's so cute. Isn't that cute? Oh, Ralphie, isn't that cute? And then we get to close our book, which makes me super happy. Because by the time that this rolls around, I am done. Ah, so cute, right? I can tuck this in like that. I love it. I love it so much. Oh, I got to put these in there. Well, they could just go on the cover for right now. All right, you guys, Happy New Year. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm going to tell you what time tomorrow, today. I'll let you know what time because I have to watch the Rose Parade. So it could be at our same time at 8 a.m. or it might be later. I don't know. It all depends on what the television tells me is the time. All right, you guys. I love you. It's been a year. That's all I'll say is it's been a year. And I hope and pray for everybody that it's a better one next year. Every year I hope it's a better year than the last. All right. Love you guys. Okay, bye.